You're listening because you know the daily hustle of the fast casual restaurant world. Think about the constant flow at places like Chipotle and Panera Bread. It's just nonstop. And if you're leading one, you're likely juggling that crucial balance, quality customer satisfaction, while facing this relentless wave of employee turnover, often well over that 100% mark every single year.
That's really the reality for so many in the sector, isn't it? You're kind of in this perpetual cycle of recruiting, training, just trying to build a stable team in an industry where people naturally move around a lot.
Exactly. And well, that's why today we're really digging into something that can, I think, truly transform how you operate. It's the power of a completely integrated hiring and HR system.
Right.
We're focusing on what our sources point to as this really powerful trifecta. That's your applicant tracking system, your ATS, like maybe ATS On Demand.
Right.
Seamlessly connected with your background screening, perhaps through Shield screening and your payroll, maybe managed by a platform like APS Payroll. The key is they're all working as one single unit.
Yeah, and what's really interesting to consider is how much more impactful these essential functions become when they're not just isolated silos. I mean, imagine the time lost and the errors that can creep in when you're manually moving information between different systems.
Oh, definitely.
It's not just inconvenient, it can be really costly.
Absolutely. And our goal today really is to explore precisely how bringing these three core elements, the ATS, the background checks, and the payroll, into one single unified solution, how that can be your shortcut to a more streamlined, secure, and ultimately a more profitable, fast casual operation. We're talking about a pretty fundamental shift, actually, in efficiency and risk management.
And a key area where this integrated approach can deliver, well, really significant results is in tackling that very costly issue of employee theft. It's a problem that I think can often be underestimated, but it directly hits your financial health.
You're so right. And the numbers are, well, they're pretty eye-opening when you look at them. Our sources are indicating that a staggering 75%, three-quarters, of restaurant inventory shortages actually stem from internal theft.
75%? Wow.
Yeah. And get this, quick service restaurants, QSRs, they can lose up to 7% of their sales because of it. That's just a substantial drain on revenue.
It really is. And, if we look at the bigger picture, that theft can account for as much as 4% of your total food costs. The California Restaurant Association even reports that 95% of businesses experience some form of workplace theft. The sheer prevalence of the issue it's significant.
It's almost hard to wrap your head around. Forbes estimates that restaurant theft leads to, up to $6 billion in lost revenue annually across the board. And on average, a U.S. business that falls victim to employee theft loses over $1 million per incident. That's according to backgroundchecks.com. So what's a proactive strategy? How do you address this head on? Our sources strongly point to the value of background screening.
Precisely. Background screening isn't just, ticking a box. It's a vital tool for actively minimizing risk. By verifying things like criminal records, prior employment, you significantly decrease the chance of hiring individuals with a history of theft or maybe other problematic behavior. And the fact that 95% of employers conduct some form of background screening as shortlister notes really highlights its recognized importance in today's business environment.
And it's not solely about preventing theft itself, is it? There seem to be broader benefits to consider.
Oh, absolutely. Compliance is a critical aspect. Services like Shield screening help ensure you're operating within the legal requirements, things like the Fair Credit Reporting Act or the FCRA. That's just essential for avoiding potential legal trouble down the road.
Right, the legal side is huge.
Definitely. Then there's your brand reputation. I mean, employing trustworthy individuals builds and maintains customer confidence. That's invaluable, especially in the competitive fast casual space. And fundamentally, it really contributes to cost savings by preventing that theft and also reducing the expensive cycle of high employee turnover.
Okay, so let's flip that. If you choose not to implement background screening, what are the potential challenges, the risks you could face?
Well, the most immediate risk is, of course, a higher likelihood of theft. You might unknowingly hire someone with a relevant history. But the implications, they definitely extend beyond that. You could face serious legal liabilities through things like negligent hiring lawsuits if an employee you didn't properly screen ends up claiming harm.
Negligent hiring.
Exactly. And we can't overlook the operational disruptions caused by that high turnover we mentioned. The continuous need for recruitment, for training. ALID points out it can take months just to recoup those costs to become financially viable again with a new hire.
Okay, so background screening is clearly a crucial element for security, for safeguarding your business. But let's shift focus now a bit and talk about how integrating all these HR functions provides that significant efficiency advantage for you, the listener, managing a fast casual restaurant. We've touched on it, but let's dive deeper into that integration benefit.
Yeah, what's particularly impactful about integration is how it directly addresses those inherent inefficiencies of managing these critical HR functions in separate silos. I mean, think about the sheer amount of time and the increased potential for errors when your hiring team uses one platform, your payroll operates on another, and background checks are handled through a completely different vendor, often requiring manual data entry at each stage.
It just sounds like an administrative burden that no one in a fast-paced environment really needs.
Exactly. And integration, where systems like ATS On Demand, Shield Screening, and APS Payroll are designed to communicate seamlessly with each other, essentially eliminates that manual data entry. Fuse Workforce points out how employee info entered early on, in the application process within the ATS, can automatically populate the payroll system. That leads to pretty substantial time savings and a reduced risk of data entry errors. In a high turnover industry like fast casual, this efficiency is just multiplied.
Less paperwork, fewer mistakes.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a significant win for anyone in this industry, surely.
Oh, absolutely. And the benefits, they extend beyond just saving time. Integration helps ensure consistent compliance across your entire HR process, from the initial hire right through to payroll. It can also lead to direct cost reductions by automating those administrative tasks, lowering overall overhead, and maybe even reducing expenses related to managing multiple disconnected systems, as the Happiness Index suggests.
And I imagine from the candidate's perspective, a more streamlined, efficient process probably creates a much better impression too, right?
Definitely. A smoother, more efficient hiring experience contributes to a better overall candidate journey. In today's really competitive labor market, that can be a real differentiator in attracting and securing top talent. Furthermore, when all your essential employee data is centralized within one integrated system, it greatly simplifies management and provides valuable insights for making more informed business decisions down the line.
So we really understand the why behind integration now. Let's really focus on the how. How do these three key components, the ATS, background screening, and payroll, function together as one single, unified solution? Let's start with ATS On Demand. What makes it a strong foundation for this kind of integration?
Well, what's noteworthy about ATS On Demand is that it's a cloud-based system. It's specifically built to optimize that whole recruitment process. It uses things like AI-powered matching to quickly identify the most suitable candidates based on your specific job requirements. That alone can save you a significant amount of time that you'd otherwise spend just sifting through tons of applications. A really common challenge in fast casual.
Oh yeah, the volume.
Right. It also automates a lot of the communication with candidates, making sure they stay informed and engaged throughout the hiring journey.
So it helps streamline that initial contact and engagement with potential hires, makes it smoother.
Precisely. And crucially for our discussion today, it's designed with integrations right at its core. That allows it to connect seamlessly with essential services like background check providers like Shield Screening and various job boards. It creates that cohesive recruitment ecosystem we've been highlighting. It even features an onboarding portal where new employees can complete all their necessary paperwork electronically.
Nice.
Plus, for the often fluctuating staffing needs of the fast casual sector, their pay-as-you-grow pricing model offers some valuable flexibility.
Okay, that makes sense. So ATS On Demand helps you find and onboard candidates efficiently. Now, how does Shield Screening fit seamlessly into this process?
Right, so Shield Screening is a highly reputable background screening provider. They hold accreditation from the PBSA, the Professional Background Screening Association, and that accreditation, it really signifies their commitment to accuracy, compliance, and industry best practices. They offer a whole suite of background checks, criminal record searches at federal, state, local levels, verification of employment, education history.
The works, basically.
Pretty much. And importantly, for the fast casual industry, they really prioritize speed. They deliver rapid turnaround times on their checks.
Speed is definitely critical when you're trying to staff quickly and efficiently in this business.
Absolutely. And the real power here, the magic, is their seamless integration directly with ATS platforms like ATS On Demand. This means you can actually initiate background checks and then receive the results without ever having to leave the ATS platform.
Ah, okay. No switching systems.
Exactly. It just eliminates the need to juggle multiple systems, manually transfer candidate information. It saves significant time and really reduces the potential for errors. This direct built-in connection is a key advantage of going for an integrated solution.
That sounds like a massive reduction in administrative friction, just taking steps out of the process. Okay, and finally, let's delve into how APS Payroll completes this integrated trifecta. How does it tie everything together?
So APS Payroll provides a pretty comprehensive solution for managing not just payroll, but also a wide range of core HR functions. Their payroll processing system automates calculations, tax withholdings, filings, all the stuff that's essential for ensuring accuracy and maintaining compliance. But beyond payroll, it also handles critical HR tasks like onboarding, performance management, and tracking employee attendance.
So it essentially manages the entire employee life cycle after they've been hired through the ATS and screened.
Exactly right. And just like the other components we've discussed, integration is a core strength for them too. APS Payroll is designed to connect and share data with other essential business systems. And while our source mentions its likely integration with ATS platforms, the real value lies in that smooth, automated flow of data we keep coming back to. Once a candidate is successfully hired through ATS On Demand and their background check clears via Shield screening, their information can automatically populate within APS Payroll. It streamlines the entire onboarding and payroll setup process. They also seem to emphasize providing strong customer support and ongoing training, which is particularly valuable when you're implementing a fully integrated system like this.
Okay, so let's try and visualize this. Let's picture how these three systems work together in this streamlined integrated pipeline. Can you walk us through the sequence, like step by step?
Sure, certainly. So it begins with you, the restaurant manager or HR person, using ATS On Demand to post your job openings. Candidates apply, right. And the AI matching capabilities help you quickly identify the most promising applicants from that pool. Once you've selected candidates you want to move forward with, you can initiate the background check process through Shield screening directly from within the ATS On Demand platform. Click a button, basically.
Okay, simple enough.
Then, the results of those checks are seamlessly delivered back into that same ATS system for your review. No separate emails or logins. And once you make that final hiring decision, yes, we want this person, that new employee's essential data is automatically transferred over to APS Payroll. And that's where their onboarding workflows kick in, their payroll setup happens, and their ongoing HR management is all handled within that single connected platform.
Well, that sounds incredibly efficient. Like no more manual data entry at each and every step of the process.
Yeah.
Typing the same name and address multiple times.
Precisely. It completely breaks down those traditional data silos. It significantly reduces the administrative burden on your HR team, your managers, and ultimately it really empowers you to hire more quickly and, importantly, with greater confidence. You know you've thoroughly vetted your candidates and you have a robust, integrated system in place for managing them effectively right from day one.
This all sounds like a really significant improvement. Not just minor tweaks, but a real step up in operational efficiency and security. So for you, the listener in the fast casual industry, fully integrating your ATS, your background screening, and your payroll, it isn't just a minor convenience, is it? It really does appear to be a strategic imperative in today's challenging business environment.
That's absolutely correct. It's really about proactively mitigating risk, like that theft risk we talked about earlier. It's about dramatically increasing operational efficiency, streamlining your core HR processes from end to end, enhancing the experience for both your potential and your current employees, and ultimately contributing to a more secure and, let's face it, a more profitable bottom line for your restaurant.
Right, the bottom line. So as you're maybe thinking about the day-to-day operations of your own restaurant right now, really consider this. How much valuable time, how many precious resources might you currently be spending on those separate, often clunky, disconnected hiring and HR processes? And maybe more subtly, what could be the hidden impact of those unseen risks like employee theft on your overall profitability? What significant advantages could you unlock by bringing these critical functions together into one powerful, unified solution? It's definitely something worth exploring, I think, for your specific needs and for the future success of your business.